Some World Cup stadiums in 2026 are going to feel slightly different from others, and it's not your imagination. The pitches aren't all built the same way, and the reason behind it has already caused real controversy before a single ball was kicked. Here's the problem nobody saw coming. Most World Cups get played in stadiums built specifically for soccer. This one doesn't. A huge chunk of the 2026 World Cup is happening inside American football stadiums built for the NFL, and NFL fields are not the same shape as soccer pitches. Not even close. Here's where it gets interesting. FIFA requires every World Cup pitch to be 105 meters long and 68 meters wide. An NFL field is roughly the same length, but it's dramatically narrower, only about 49 meters wide. That's nearly 20 meters of missing width. This sounds like a measurement problem. It isn't. It's a construction problem. To fix that gap, stadiums had to physically widen their playing surface, which sounds simple until you remember these stadiums have permanent seating built right up against the edge of the field. Something had to go. At MetLife Stadium, the venue hosting the World Cup final, engineers permanently removed around 1,740 seats in the corners just to make room for a wider pitch. Permanently, not temporarily for the tournament. Gone for good. SoFi Stadium in Los Angeles did something similar, tearing out and modifying entire concrete corner sections and removing over 400 seats just to reshape the bowl around the field. You know the type of decision this is. The kind where a stadium spends millions of dollars permanently altering itself for a tournament that lasts about a month. But width isn't even the most controversial part. Here's the real issue. FIFA requires natural grass. Most NFL stadiums use artificial turf since it survives an entire football season better than real grass does. So now these stadiums have to grow real grass, sometimes off-site, transport it in, and lay it down temporarily. Some grass for these venues has been grown over 1,000 miles away and shipped in specifically for these matches. For domed or retractable roof stadiums, it gets even stranger. They need grow lights and extra ventilation systems just to keep real grass alive indoors long enough to survive a match. This sounds like overkill. It kind of is, but it's also the only way FIFA's rules and an NFL stadium can coexist at all. And here's the part that's already happened, not hypothetically. At a recent tournament played in some of these same venues, players openly complained about the pitch conditions, uneven footing, inconsistent surfaces, and grass that didn't behave the way professional players expect it to. So even with all this expensive reconstruction, all this transplanted grass and removed seating, there's no guarantee every pitch performs identically. Different stadiums, different soil, different climate control, different grass growing methods, technically the same dimensions, practically not quite the same game. So here's the real takeaway. The 2026 World Cup isn't just bigger, it's being played on physically reshaped stadiums that were never built for this sport in the first place. Some of those changes are temporary illusions of soccer readiness. Some, like those missing seats, are permanent scars left behind long after the tournament ends. Will every pitch actually play the same, or are we about to see which teams get lucky with their stadium draw? That's something even FIFA can't fully guarantee, no matter how much grass they fly in. If this finally explained why some matches just look a little different than others, hit subscribe, because the stadiums themselves are turning out to be just as complicated as the rules.